Okay, well then. Hello everyone, it's your favorite programming error that just refuses to be fixed, CodeErr. And welcome back to Genshin Impact, where today I'm diving into an event and I'm really cutting it close. I am really cutting it close. This is an event that's important enough to feature voice acting, but let's look at how much time there is left in the event as I'm starting it. Oh boy, it's only gonna be around for 6 more hours. So, I'm really cutting it as close as I possibly can here. And there's an outfit on the line. To be fair, it's an outfit for a character I don't have, but still. Might as well do it. Also, there's another event that also started a bit ago. I'm not sure if this one is voice acted, however. I guess I'll check towards the end and see if it is. Anyway, let's get moving, shall we? I'd rather not waste too much time considering the narrow time frame I still have left in this event. Let's see how important it is. And if I should really care about this event, because my care for Genshin in general has definitely decreased a lot given enough time and everything, so there is that.
Wait, the person drinking tea over there, isn't that Yelan? Oh,
It sure is.
Looks like she's having some kind of tea party with friends. We're just in time.
There are eyes on this place and not the friendly kind either.
Aren't we gonna go say hi?
Well, Officer Edler, after all that work, I think we've got them this time.
Of course, it's
Might
all
take
about
a few
work.
days to wrap up things in the field. In the meantime, I think you've earned yourself a break.
Much appreciated, Miss Yelan. This case really took it out of me. 13 strongholds. One thieving weasel after
see.
another. We rounded up so many people, you almost start to hope a few were innocent, just to balance it out. I'm just glad
Seems
we
like they
finally
really
took
went
down these
all
crooks.
overboard with the work.
Anyway, I'm gonna drop in on that old classmate of mine in Chaoying Village and reminisce about old times.
Don't forget to take some tea and dim sum back to your friends at the Maison Gardiennage.
I think now we can say hi, or should we wait for those idiots?
Oh, looks like Yelan's friend left. Paimon kinda wanted to meet her.
I have a bad feeling about those two onlookers.
Ah, another pleasant surprise. Traveler, Paimon, take a seat. Excuse me, a pot of your finest Yunlai white tea if you would. And 2 more place settings. Now, judging by that expression, I assume you came over to ask about the 2 spies that were just watching us.
Correct.
Spies? What spies? There were spies around here just now?
The 2 of them were definitely up to no good. Of course, Paimon wouldn't notice because
More
no
than
brain.
that, I'm sure. I bet they already sent someone to tail Officer Edler. Anything to foil our operation.
Oh, so you're tracking down some criminals?
As per usual.
Some nerve spying on you like that. Pretty bold if you ask Paimon.
Well, those tend to be the kinds of cases that cross my desk. If I could leave it to someone else, I would. I could have been on vacation right now.
Who needs vacation anyway? If you have to handle it yourself, I guess it must be pretty serious.
Mora laundering. To the tune of 10 figures and counting.
Oh.
Laundry? What does that have to do with Mora? And who are these figures?
And Paimon has never heard of money laundering before, I guess.
In layman's terms,
Oh,
a
Spinner is
certain
first.
merchant in
Hello.
Fontaine possesses a large amount of Mora obtained through illicit means. But it's easy
Happy
to
to
get
see
caught
you.
when you're moving that
Probably
kind
just
of
here to claim
cash.
first and then vanish. Hi, Neon. Happy to see you too.
So you cover your tracks, create a front to avoid detection, and what do you know? Your illegal Mora now looks completely legit. And this merchant's front of choice? Fine art and antique auctioneering. He buys goods from all over Tevat, brings them back to Fontaine, and rebrands them as pieces of fine art, driving up their price in the process. Then,
I
when the items go
see.
to auction, he buys them up at their inflated
Anyway,
price
how
with
are
his
you
own
two?
illicit funds. And through this exchange, the proceeds he receives in return are clean.
You kinda like the story?
This
Okay.
process allows him to legitimize
I'll
his
see if I
illicit
end up
wealth.
liking it
He
and
even
caring
launders Mora
about
for
it.
other criminals as well. A business which earned him the title, the Dark Financier.
I'm guessing some of the collectibles are from Liyue?
That's to be expected, I suppose. In Chenyu Vale, you can get your hands on exquisite antiques without breaking the bank. Tea sets, porcelain, jade, statues, all easily marketed as pieces of fine art. Liyue goods being used in illicit underground schemes poses a real threat to our trade standing in the long run.
I see your streak is slowly
So,
building
instead
back
of getting
up.
to enjoy my long-awaited vacation in Fontaine, it's back to work for me.
Okay. Paimon thinks she gets it now. It's like moving Mora from one hand to the other. In other words, just disguising where it originally came from. But if you know what this merchant is up to, shouldn't it be pretty easy to catch him?
But you need hard evidence.
You
I
go to
assume
the
that's the
auction,
problem.
Wait for him to appear, then nab him right as he goes to purchase his expensive piece of Liyue art.
Not a bad plan, Paimon. But there are too many loose ends. If you were the mastermind behind this whole scheme, would you really expose yourself as the face of the operation?
Probably not.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't want to be seen doing the dirty work.
Eternity
You'd send
Dungeon
someone
Guardian
else
is
instead.
painful.
Like,
Is that
if
so?
Paimon was the bad guy, she'd send the Traveler.
Paimon, are you implying something here?
No, wait! Even if Paimon turned bad, the Traveler would never. Paimon would need, like, a group of minions or something.
Not denying that you could go bad.
Oh. Oh! Paimon gets it now. Even if you track down the goods, if this Dark Financier guy isn't the one doing the buying at the auction, you won't catch him.
It's not just a matter of who's at the auction. You also have to source the goods, transport them back to Fontaine, get them to the auction house. None of which are tasks he performs himself.
I wonder how long
He
this
has a whole
event
crew
takes.
to hide behind. Tracking down
It's
the
probably
goods
not
is
gonna be a
already
super long
complicated
one,
enough.
because
They
it,
change hands
you
so
know,
many times,
has
the
less.
trail is almost
It doesn't have a
impossible to
massive
follow.
time frame that it was around for.
So the most logical course of action is to play the long game. You start small. You find someone you can follow behind all the smoke screens, who'll lead you straight back to the Dark Financier himself.
Plus, it was in like the World Quest category. It wasn't like at the very top where the big multi-part quests are, so I assume this is a relatively short one compared to some of the other events out there. Which means you wanted them to overhear your conversation.
Well, wait. So you were just pretending? And to think, Paimon thought all that stuff about wrapping up the case and taking a break was actually true.
Right you are, Traveler. Working with the Millilith and Officer Edler, we managed to launch attacks on all of the Dark Financier's strongholds, which allowed us to nab most of his crew. Those spies just now were his most important agents. The two people he trusts to have direct contact with him. The first is Corday, a senior member of the Fontaine Antique Association.
So if you nab
in
them, you
charge of
might be
auctioning
able
off
to
the
catch
goods.
the main
And
culprit.
the other is Dodamani,
Assuming
a shipowner
they'll
from Sumeru
tattle.
and longtime cargo transporter. They're under pressure to salvage the situation, so we let them slip through the cracks on purpose. The goal is to make them think that, by some stroke of luck, they're in the clear and have room to act. They think keeping tabs on Officer Edler will allow them to operate under her radar and get whatever remains of their goods out of Liyue. But little do they know, while their attention's fixed on her, I'll be secretly gathering the intel that's gonna bring them crashing down.
And we're gonna help, I guess.
Interested in
Yep.
coming along for the ride? I'm curious how you take to this line of work. Could be some potential there.
Taking down a criminal syndicate? I'm in. Well, if he's in, I'm out.
We kind of stumbled into this whole thing, but now we're a part of it too. Let's do it! For Yelan, for the people of Chenyavale, and for, the Liyue business world!
I admire your selflessness, Traveler and Paimon. Let me be the one to look out for your self-interests then. Namely, your payment. How about we do this the Fontainian way? You'll
Oh.
get exactly what a top agent receives for a dangerous field mission. Getting started is always the hardest part, but luckily, I have a lead. The Dark Financier's crew is even more on guard than usual. So
Probably because a lot of their cover was blown.
Surveillance to get on the right track. And I think I know just the place to start. Let's head northeast and see if I'm right.
Okay. Go to quest. I do like the quest menu and everything. Very detective-y. Not like I would know anything about detective work. No experience at all with that in games. There we go. First area located.
All right, let's start our investigation here.
Follow Yelan through an uninhabited region in the northeast of Cheyenne Vale. With Yelan's help, you find a covert location from which to scout the beach. But you don't see any members of the Dark Financier's crew, nor anything else suspicious about the area. I see a Paimon, isn't that suspicious enough?
We can all agree this is just a normal stretch of wilderness, right? Paimon doesn't see any bad guys to nab around here.
Have some patience, Paimon.
Well, it didn't take long for you to understand our role here, Traveler. Thinking like a top agent already. Impressive. Like I said, we need to start small. If we want to track down the man himself, our best bet is to start with his goods. So right now, finding his stock is our #1 priority. And to do that, locating his hidden stronghold is imperative.
Gabe! Thank you for the raid. How was the rest of your Mori stream? I was mostly lurking for big chunks of it. Oh, things are going well. By the way, congrats on, you know, anniversary week. Do you know which day specifically is the anniversary, or are you are you not sure? And it's just you just know it's somewhere in this week. Anyway, congrats. I didn't say anything during your stream because I was just quiet apparently. But yeah, hope everything went well with Omori. And thank you so much for the raid. It's today. It is today. In that case, absolutely happy anniversary. Time flies, doesn't it? Time flies. Damn, really makes you think. How much has changed. It was also fun seeing your old model again. Definitely a blast from the past.
Which brings us to why we're here. Pretty good vantage point from up here, don't you think?
Huh. Guess so.
Oh my god.
The port of Yelan Wharf, the boats in the distance, and some kind of tower. What's that for?
Speaking of anniversaries, it's not right for me to get a sub on your anniversary, but thank you anyway. Thank you so much for the resub, Gabe. Really. Really. I do appreciate it.
The Millilith use it to monitor the situation at sea. In addition, the flashing of the light can also serve as a means of communication.
I think I understand what makes this place so important.
Oh, let's hear it.
Ration to the fireflies for counter surveillance. Helps them avoid dangerous routes when transporting their goods. Spy on the Millilith helps with their operations, maybe?
Not too far off at all, Traveler. The Millilith maintain an impeccable level of security in Cheyenne Vale through consistent patrolling. This location offers a perfect vantage point to observe their lighthouse signals and deduce their patterns of behavior, which is a huge help if you need to move goods under the radar. So we should be able to find traces of the Dark Financier's scouts in this area.
Well, let's get to looking.
Okay. Paimon doesn't quite follow, but she'll take your word for it.
It's simple. Just take this forensic imaging device and investigate the surrounding area. As long as we're meticulous, I'm positive we'll find something.
Okay, let's get to work. Forensic imaging device, a special photography device used in investigations. One can move and zoom in and out while taking photos, investigate the scenery from multiple positions and angles to find hidden clues.
Well, all set?
I think so. I'm ready to investigate.
Remember, an eye for detail is key. Clues are often hidden in plain sight.
Which is why I always investigate everything, as one should. You head to the investigation area with Yelan. When using the forensic imaging device, you can move around while taking pictures in order to adjust your angle of view. At the same time, the device has a zoom feature, allowing you to stand in high vantage points and take pictures of targets that are far away. Thanks to specialized array of lenses, forensic imaging device can capture traces of things that are invisible to the naked eye. Zoom in and center your view on suspicious objects. Wait for a brief moment as the device automatically captures a snapshot for use as evidence. Alright, let's immediately... well, let's check everything, I guess. Photo of the area previously taken by the Millilith. There are overhead surveillance device. Compare the photo of the current state of the area and perhaps you can find traces of recent activity. There we go. Firewood still look fresh. Someone was cooking not a few days ago. Continue collecting evidence. That much was obvious. Let's check the boat. Ship is in an odd position. Looks like it's been used recently. Continue collecting evidence. Oh, what about here? Small raised mound. Did the waves catch some of the loose soil? There's clearly something buried underneath. Complete evidence collection. There we go. First investigation complete.
Some good finds. Whatever door this key opens could be critical to the investigation. And this carrier pigeon tube contains several coded messages.
Huh. So there really is evidence around here. It's like these guys aren't even afraid of getting caught. What if the Millilith noticed them spying and decided to investigate?
These objects suggest the Dark Financier scouts were likely disguised as fishermen.
Fair
People
enough.
like that are trained not to crack under pressure. All they'd need to do is come up with a believable excuse, like needing a place to rest. The Millilith can't investigate or apprehend a civilian without probable cause.
So they know what they're doing, is what you're saying.
Paimon
No
can
surprise
just
there,
see their
because we still have
smug
more to
faces
investigate.
Getting away with something like that.
The good news is we managed to find evidence here.
Not to mention, the traces on these objects are fresh, which means the scout here is still active and wasn't among those caught by Officer Edler. So we need to stay vigilant. We can't let them know we're still on their tail.
Yelan takes out an elaborate set of tools and collects exact replicas of the key encoded messages found at the scene. She then restores the scene to its original state, erasing any signs that an investigation has taken place.
I had a hunch this area was being used as a lookout, and I was right. But that still leaves the question of where the goods are hidden. Any ideas?
I might be onto something. Might I be onto something? Let's say so. Surveillance operations are time sensitive, so if you needed to send a message, it would need to happen fast.
Spot on again, Traveler. Looks like you don't need anyone to hold your hand when it comes to deductive reasoning. Given a carrier pigeon's speed, the two locations should be close enough to deliver messages quickly. That means the base we're looking for should be within a certain radius. Ruling out areas within line of sight of the lighthouse, as well as places with a lot of foot traffic.
That just leaves the shallows to the north of Mount Mingyuan?
I guess
That
that's where we're
certainly
going
sounds
then.
Plausible. You have the cover of the mountains and the advantage of hiding right under the authorities' noses. Well, our next destination is decided then. Let's go.
Alright. No time to waste, we're moving on. But yeah, being right under the guards' noses is definitely smart. I mean, there's a saying that works very literally here, considering there actually is a lighthouse. But yeah, it is always darkest at the foot. It's always darkest under the lighthouse. That is an accurate assessment there, I guess. All right. Always darkest at the foot of the lighthouse, and here we are at our next
Nothing out of the
position.
ordinary here either.
If we learn anything from the last place, it's that the more normal it looks, the more it could be hiding.
That's right. No detail is too small to investigate. I believe in you.
Let's see what we can find here.
The evidence could be even more well hidden this time. All set?
Absolutely. I'm ready to investigate.
All right. I know you have an eye for detail, so use it to your advantage. You've got this.
I see a few things that look suspicious. For example, how about this boat? Oh, wait. Photo of the area previously taken by the military using the overhead surveillance device compared to the photo of the current state of the area, and perhaps you'll find some clues about the hidden stronghold. Okay, so the boat isn't suspicious, but the crate definitely has to be suspicious. Pieces from a crate? They look new. Maybe the crate broke while being moved? Let's continue. Let's see. Oh, a lantern. There's a lamp hanging from the tree branch. I knew it. Someone must have been working here in the dead of night. Let's see. The crate. Ooh, is there another? No, that's the boat again. It's gonna be a little bit harder, as they said. Let's go to a higher vantage point. Like, let's climb this rock. Nothing suspicious about the bushes that I can see. Anything at all about this boat that's suspicious? No. Curious. Because one would think that the boat might be sus. Let's have another look. So found the crate here and the lantern up there. There's a pathway coming in. There's footprints. There are numerous footprints around the shallows and signs of something heavily being dragged into the grass. It's clear someone's moved something through here. Anything hidden in the shadow? No. Oh, wait. The rock's not where it used to be, almost like it's covering something. Alright, complete. We did it!
This must be it! The secret base where they stashed their goods! Definitely wasn't easy to find.
But we found it.
Well, looks like you tracked it down in no time at all. I see your potential as a solo field agent, Traveler. Now, time to test out the key we found earlier. Let's see what surprises could be in store. This isn't their home turf, so I doubt they had time to set more traps. Should make our lives easier.
I feel like we should still be careful.
I'll take it from here. The last thing we want is to leave traces behind in there. Caution is the name of the game. You two keep a lookout. Make sure no one barges in while I'm in there.
You got it! This is a
All
first
right.
for us, but the Traveler can do anything. He's got your back!
I doubt these guys will come back while we're here.
Good point. Yelan doesn't make mistakes like that.
Yelan opens the door to the stronghold and observes the space. It appears to be an ordinary cellar. Due to construction difficulties, the top and side walls couldn't be completely sealed, causing water from the soil to seep into the space. Noticing this, Yelan covers her hands in a thin sheen of hydro. This means she can touch the items in the space without leaving traces behind, because the water from her hands will vaporize over time. Finally, Yelan enters the stronghold and begins to examine the items sealed within.
Alright, that's done. I've noted the features of all the porcelain items, vases, and teas stored here. We need to keep a lookout for these features at the auction and pinpoint the person attempting to purchase the corresponding goods. Then, we can let them lead us to our main target.
Wow!
All right.
That was fast! You must do that all the time, huh?
What's our next move?
Now, we wait. There are countless auctions in Fontaine. We can't possibly monitor them all. Besides, that would be a waste of personnel. I'll continue to conduct surveillance in the area, keep tabs on the situation,
All
and
right.
attempt to decipher their
I guess
coded
that's why I have to
messages.
do a time skip.
Once its two lackeys move the goods, we can shift our focus to the upcoming auction. And then, we'll have somewhere to start.
Got it! All we can do now is wait. Wait, and then follow them straight to the guy behind this whole thing so we can give him the old 1-2 punch!
This whole time, Officer Edler has been leading her two stalkers on a wild goose chase around Xiaoying village.
Good.
Once they decide it was all a waste of time, it's her turn to tail them instead. Not to mention our operation has already put them under extreme pressure. We've forced their hand. I doubt they'll last more than 2 days before making a move. So let's meet back up at Yelan Wharf in 2 days.
Of course.
Find me near the harbor.
There's our first time skip. Hooray. Here we go. I'm glad that you can now automatically set it to the time you need to skip to. Makes it so much easier.
Well, it's been 2 days. Let's go meet up with Yelan. Ooh! Paimon's getting excited! Searching for evidence, tracking down a crime boss. It's like being a real detective!
Yes. Yes, I am real detective, totally. A master detective, you might even say. Who's gone through some archives. Alright, here we go. And I am here.
Well done, you two. Right on time.
How's the case coming along?
The day after we infiltrated the storage facility, the Dark Financier's two lackeys, Corday and Dodamani, started moving the goods. See that ship? It's the one Dodamani dispatched to transport the goods. It operates under the guise of a joint passenger and freight vessel.
Whoa! That's one huge boat! Paimon can see all the goods piled up on the pier. Seems like it's transporting quite a few passengers to Lumidu's harbor as well.
What if those aren't the real goods, though? Should we investigate them just in case?
Thinking 2 steps ahead? I like it. You're a fast learner. If Corday and Dodamani think the authorities are onto them, it's possible the goods they're sending to Lumidu's harbor are a whole bunch of nothing. Just bait to flush out the law enforcement on their tail. But we need to be careful. Several members of the crew have confessed that a veteran treasure hoarder known as Scamface.
Scamface? What kind of name is that? Ah yes, Scamface.
As an escaped
Someone who seems
convict,
very trustworthy.
Scamface is a master of staying hidden. Based on our earlier investigation, it's clear he's the one who's been doing reconnaissance on the Millilith's lighthouse. I'll circle the area to draw Scamface's attention away from the scene, while you two inspect the goods. Remember to keep a low profile.
Understood. I'll keep it stealthy.
Yeah! And Paimon will do her best to float closer to the ground. No higher than the traveler's shoulder.
Alright. Stealth mission time.
All set?
I'm ready to go.
All right. We'll meet back up here once you're done.
You arrive at the pier and begin your investigation. The suspicious ship is moored near the wharf. Once you have swept the area and captured all available evidence, you will need to investigate the cargo on the pier. In order to successfully collect evidence, you need to line up the partial images from the files with the view through the imaging device until you get a perfect match. Harbor Pier. There's documented intel on the characteristics of the target ship. Scan the ships in the harbor with the forensic imaging device from the specified angles and match the images in the intel to the actual scene. Then perform preliminary evidence gathering. Finally proceed with further investigation. Okay. It's not this one, it's this one. Location matched.
What's with this mark? It looks like someone deliberately painted it here. Something's wrong. Let's try and find the rest of these marks.
Continue. Harbor Pier. While assessing the ship, you notice some marked goods. The marks were made using a special kind of paint, which can only be identified via the forensic imaging device. So use it to find all the marked goods and obtain some important clues. I mean, I see one already.
I found a mark.
You mean I found a mark? Not sure, whatever.
Marked ship? I think it was a lifeboat.
So they might try to smuggle the goods on or off the ship using the lifeboat? Interesting. Oh.
Very well hidden.
And that one's in plain sight.
There, that mark. It's the same as the others.
Anything else? Nothing over here. Anything strange about this? No. Ah, there's the last one.
Mark crate must belong to the bad guys.
Complete evidence collection. In the ship, you notice some marked goods. The marks were made as a special thing. Yeah. Okay, we made it.
Okay, so no fakes. These people are definitely anxious to get their goods to Fontaine all in one go. But did you see the strange markings on some of them? Huh, wonder what they mean. Let's go ask Yelan.
Probably marked where the goods are, so they can put it in the lifeboat or something. I don't know. Find Yelan and tell her the results of the investigation.
Good work. As for the auction, Officer Edler was able to gather some useful intel too.
Okay.
We're almost certain their target is the auction taking place at the Hotel de Boer in 2 days. The markings you managed to capture were applied with a special kind of paint. Almost impossible to notice without some kind of specialized tech, like the forensic imaging device. I think we're looking at a treasure hoarder insignia. Each big shot in the organization has their own, almost like a personal signature. And considering what we know about the case, I'd wager this is Scamface's handiwork.
What message is he trying to send?
Based on the port manifest, it looks like the marked goods include fertilizer from Sumeru, local fireworks, soap, and perfume.
So, nothing special then? Just some farming products and everyday necessities?
Fertilizer, soap, and perfume. No, there's something going on there. Might be risky, but I'm gonna investigate on board.
Ooh.
And hitch a ride to Fontaine while I'm at it.
Made it this far, we'll come with you.
Yeah, let's see this thing through. Paimon's gotta know what's going on here.
Well, you've proved yourselves so far, so I don't see a problem with that. Just know once we board the ship, we're bound to come face to face with Corday and Dodamani. So make sure you're prepared. The investigation might look a little different this time.
Alright. Then let's get to work. Investigating under pressure is also nothing new to me.
Excuse me, passengers. Due to limited space in the cargo hold, we've been forced to store some of the goods on the deck. We apologize for the inconvenience.
Ah, please, no need to apologize for your success in business. I just hope it rubs off on the rest of us.
Oh. So he's in on it.
It looks like all the goods marked with Scamface's insignia have Corday listed as the shipper. Dodamani is in the cargo hold, likely making sure all the goods are in place for delivery.
Are they inspecting something? Why are they rifling through the boxes? Paimon can't make sense of it.
Here, take this cipher. It should help you figure out their coded messages. This is the plan. While I distract Corday and Dodamani, you two investigate the goods marked with Scamface's insignia.
Okay.
We might learn something useful.
Is it okay if I deal with it right then and there?
By all means. I trust your judgment.
Okay then.
Wait! You're just gonna go up and talk to those guys? Yelan!
Oh, excuse me, gentlemen, but have we met? You're Mr. Corday, a famous antique collector in
Risky
the
move, but there she goes.
I believe the three of us have had the pleasure of meeting once before. At Jiuguan Tea House in Yilong Wharf, if I'm not mistaken.
Huh? You...
Ah, the Dice Master of Yenshang Tea House. It's a pleasure, Miss Yelan.
Oh, so you've heard of me too?
Yes, I had an absolutely
course.
delectable cup of tea there once. One can hardly leave Yenshang Tea House without hearing about your legendary dice skills. I suppose something keeps bringing us together. A shared love of tea, perhaps?
CodeErr at the very least seems to be deflecting better than his body.
Yes, that must be it. Well, looks like we ran into each other at the perfect time. I'm heading to Fontaine on vacation, you see. Any recommendations on where I should visit? Someplace I could find an exquisite tea set, perhaps. Like a fine art exhibition, or an auction. I hear Fontainian black tea has a unique flavor. I imagine your tea sets are a sight to behold as well.
You...
Well, one of them is...
Does this gentleman have an interest in tea sets as well?
Of course. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Yelan.
Uramani is not holding it
I'm
together
also heading
well,
to
I
Fontaine
see.
for travel. Corday's invitation, you see. In fact, I'm the one who owns this ship.
Yep. Yelan is actually talking to them. Are we sure that's a good idea?
She's giving us an opening. Let's use it.
Alright, then let's go somewhere out of their line of sight so we can start investigating those boxes. What's with the strong smell coming from these boxes? Must be a bunch of stuff mixed together.
Strong smell. Something like fertilizer and perfume and soap, maybe?
And there's a strange note. But Paimon can't read what it says.
It's written in code.
Yelan really thinks of everything, huh? But, you know how to use this thing, right?
Deciphered message. A formula made by mixing certain substances. Not very complicated, but the steps are rendered in great detail. By mixing the three main ingredients in the prescribed proportions and the specific order, the desensitization effect is significantly reduced, allowing small fireworks to function as detonators. Install them in the locations shown, then use a timer to control the explosion timing such that the ship's hull may be destroyed in open waters. Sink their goods so they can't take part in the auction. After that, the investigating forces of both Fontaine and Liyue will focus their attention on me. Don't worry, the boss won't play us out. Evacuate on your own, in probably the one thing that's marked. Then pour your heart into acting out how grateful you are to have miraculously survived. Wait out the heat for 6 months, then move to finish this matter. All you need to do is bury the 15 million Mora the boss promised at the 7th century post. No need to contact me. So that's the mix. The fireworks can be repurposed by probably using some of the other stuff like the soap, fertilizer, and perfume.
Well, what does it say?
Well, this ship is gonna blow up. If I'm right, they're planning to dispose of the goods by blowing up the ship.
Blowing up the ship? Are they nuts? Paimon thought this was
Yeah,
about
yell
getting the
louder.
authorities on their tails, not drawing even more attention.
Like the person at the top, so he's diverting attention to an even bigger problem and cutting off our leads in the process.
Okay, Yelan was right. This guy is a complete lunatic. There are innocent people on this ship. We need to find and disarm those bombs as soon as possible.
Alright. Time to get to work. Act now. Yelan's distraction is holding. This is our chance, but we need to hurry. Let's act now. Cargo on the cargo ship. By referencing the cipher provided by Yelan, you deciphered the enemy's encrypted messages and obtained a map with meticulous markings of where the enemy has placed their disguised bombs. Dismantle them as quickly as possible. So once at the front, where I am, there it is.
That's the bomb on the boat taken care of.
One's apparently here. Oh, there's definitely one here.
So small, but it's really heavy, so dangerous.
There's one up here. Come on, climb already.
Small, but he's trying to blow up the mast. We gotta get rid of it.
Okay, one's on top and one's over here on this side. Yep.
Dismantle it quickly, but be careful.
And that's the final one.
Alright, that's all the bombs on the deck. What about the cargo hold? Do we have enough time?
Already taken care of.
Oh?
Good work, you two. You stayed calm and acted fast. That was the perfect response to a situation like this.
Yelan! Honestly, it's all
How
thanks
did you
to
know about the ones in
Your
the
idea to
cargo
board the
hold?
ship, and we never would have been able to figure out that message without your cipher. Wait a sec. We're at Corday and Dodamani.
Recovering from the shock, I would imagine. Suddenly finding out that you're being targeted by a dangerous individual. Well, that must have been quite the ordeal for you, gentlemen. Almost lost your cargo and your lives in one fell swoop.
Indeed. To think such evil exists in this world. I can scarcely imagine what I did to offend this fellow. Resorting to murder like this. It's quite unfathomable.
Yeah, good thing we caught them.
Well, no need to fear. I'll alert the Maison Gardiennage at once and ask them to send agents to Lumidus Harbor. The two of you are clearly in need of protection. Your cargo will also need to be handed over to the authorities for inspection, Mr. Corday, just to eliminate any remaining hazards. After which, the Maison Gardiennage will escort it all to its intended destination, of course. So, if I may, where are your goods heading, Mr. Corday?
To the Hotel de Boer for an auction in 2 days.
Ah, then rest assured, the Maison Gardiennage is full of diligent and responsible personnel. You can trust that your goods will arrive at the auction without a scratch.
Our sincerest thanks.
Someone's a bit pissed. After some time, the ship at the harbor, making our guards quickly do a safety inspection and unload all the cargo from the ship. In the meantime, you tell Yelan about the note scam face left for CodeErr and Dodamani. And there we go. Made it safely. Back in Fontaine. Lovely to be here.
You scared the life out of Paimon, Yelan. Going right up to them like that? What if they caught on and decided to, you know, try something desperate?
It's not a question of if, Paimon. I'm sure they caught on. But in the interest of their own survival, they had no choice but to play along. Now we can be sure the Dark Financier is getting desperate. The stint on the ship? That was him trying to cut his losses to save his own skin. He needs to get rid of anything that could be traced back to him. So, you blow up the ship. You send the goods meant for the auction straight to the bottom of the sea, and let Scamface take the heat. The last thing he wanted was for the goods to make it to the auction. But now we've ensured that they will.
Good.
So he has no choice but to follow through. He could choose not to send one of his agents to the auction, and let his goods go to an unsuspecting buyer instead. But remember, their worth is inflated. It would only be a matter of time before the buyer realized the valuation was off and reported it to the authorities. As the seller, Corday would be staring down a potential conviction. At best, the Dark Financier has to find a new kind of moral laundering scheme. At worst, he loses one of his last reliable agents in Fontaine.
And if he does decide to continue with the auction, that also works in our favor.
Exactly. Our trail of evidence remains intact, and we let the buyer at the auction lead us closer to the Dark Financier.
Okay, so, that means, Can we go over this again?
Don't
No.
worry. I'm sure the Traveler will explain it again in Paimon-friendly language.
How about I don't?
We're in the home stretch.
I'm not very
Taking
Paimon
advantage
friendly.
of this auction is crucial. So come prepared to see this through. Officer Edler already has an informant stationed at the scene. This invitation letter will get you into the auction. I'll meet you at the Hotel de Boer in 2 days.
Which means we do another time skip. Hooray for time skips! You love to see it.
Alright, time to meet back up with Yelan. Our destination? A very important auction at the Hotel de Boer.
Yup.
This is our chance to catch the culprit behind this whole scheme.
I like catching culprits, if you couldn't tell. It's kind of what I do in a variety of games. And so we arrive at the scene. We're ready to strike.
Good evening, patrons. Allow me to escort you to the auction.
Oh, Paimon's getting a little nervous. But we
You
gotta
wanna
keep
wait
it
outside?
together. This is our best chance to catch these guys.
I feel like it might be in Paimon's best interest to wait outside and not get involved. The little blabbermouth. Oh yeah, by the way, there's another event, something about photography or something. Is that also voice acted or not?
Place is
Does anyone
packed.
know?
Is every rich person in Fontaine here or something? Oh, wait. The people we're after are hiding here too. It's
No,
time
not
to get
again.
serious. Paimon knows just the thing.
Paimon.
What? It's not like we're rich like the rest of these people. We need a little something to blend in. Besides, if we're here as honest, hard-working detectives, we might as well look the part.
I want a detective mustache too.
Too bad. Paimon doesn't have another. But she'll help you make one once this is all over. An even cooler pair.
Wow, yet another fun cosmetic that we will never ever get to equip. Again, I wish some of the cosmetics we got throughout the story were actually equipable. Oh. Oh, that's where the new outfit comes in, huh? Going to the fancy auction, getting... You gotta have your fancy dress.
Well, you two seem raring to go. Good to see you're not nervous.
Paimon might be a bit
But
nervous.
remember, the key to blending into an event like this is remaining calm and collected. Slow your breathing, tone down the emotion. We don't want to stand out.
Yelan?
Yeah, don't stand out.
Right? It must be you.
I don't think we're the ones who need to worry about keeping a low profile.
Well, I am the current owner of the Yenshang Tea House after all, as well as an honored guest at this auction. So, I thought something with more of a Fontainian flair might be nice. A special outfit for a special occasion. Why? Does it look bad?
The opposite. I'm glad it's a free outfit for a character I don't have. It's perfect.
All right. Well, let the vacation begin. We have an auction to crash. You two are expert investigators at this point. With us working together, I'd say our chances of success are stacked higher than the cake towers in the Hotel de Boer.
We sure make a great team. But now that we're at the auction, what's our actual game plan?
This time, your mission is
Observe
simple.
first and
Take
foremost.
this dossier and pay attention to the items being auctioned. When the Dark Financier's antiques are up, all you need to do is bid. We want to drive up the price and create a bidding frenzy.
Wait, so we get to actually take part in the auction?
Can we bid however much we want?
Thoughtless bidding usually leads to a warning, or even disqualification. But the special account you two will be using during the bidding has no credit limit.
Oh.
So you can drive up the price as high as you want. The more chaos we create, the better. The Dark Financier knows we're on his tail, so I highly doubt he sent one of his trusted agents here.
Okay.
The buyer's likely someone disposable, a scapegoat of sorts. After the incident with the ship, several buyers registered for the auction at the last minute. They're all wearing special pins, signifying them as tea aficionados. Our target should be among them.
Okay.
And I'm sure he's terrified. Because if a different buyer develops an interest in one of their inflated goods and wins the bid, it's game over for both Corday and the Dark Financier. Not to
So
mention
it's in his
the buyer
best
has
interest to
limited
always
funds at
bid
his
high.
disposal. The Dark Financier likes to work in small sums at a time, so his scapegoat can't go too overboard with the bidding.
Okay. So they won't go too overboard, they'll have one of the pins, and they'll focus hard on the specific item. Got it. We need to put the pressure on them.
Okay, so complicated stuff aside, the point is, they have a plan, and our goal is to mess it up. If Paimon was in their shoes, that would make her pretty nervous too.
There's seating reserved for special guests on the second floor. I'll be up there during the bidding to keep an eye on things. And to see if anyone starts to squirm. One thing going wrong might not be enough to slip him up. But target him again and again, and trust me, he'll feel the heat. Once the auction is over, we'll find somewhere secluded to corner the buyer and have a nice little chat.
Sounds like a plan. We won't let you down.
Yeah! We're on a winning streak, and we're not about to let up.
Let's get to work. Act now. Time is right. I should start investigating. The badge has been all the rage among tea enthusiasts lately. It was being worn by several buyers who signed up for the auction after the cargo ship incident. The scapegoat must be hiding among them, so it is imperative to track down all buyers wearing this badge. Alright, let's see. There's one. Nervous gentleman, he's displaying the badge very prominently. Okay, nervous is good. It's Paimon. No, that's not the badge. No. No, no. 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 You have it. Viable for badge. This one doesn't stand out in any way. Not standing out. One is nervous. Okay. Some people in the back. Can't really tell if one of them has a badge. Checked you already. Anyone over here? No. I mean, I know you. I know you, but you're not who we're here for currently. Where's the last person? Let me see. I didn't check the front row yet. Aha! This lady's wearing one of those badges, but there's nothing too suspicious about her outfit or demeanor. So the nervous one definitely seems like what it could be. But, again, we have 3 potential suspects now. Target locked. Okay, bid frequency medium. Collector with a low profile bidding style who has appeared several times at important auctions. Although they haven't been attending auctions as frequently as before, their bids are always focused on the most precious pieces. Bidding frequency low. A lavish dressed lady based on your intel. She is a well-known figure within Fontaine's fashion world, a regular at fashion exhibitions and events, an avid collector of unique accessories and trinkets. Records show that she has participated in such auctions multiple times before. Low bidding frequency does make sense, because that is kind of what we were told to go for. A regular commentator for publications like the Steambird, this affluent connoisseur of refined artistic taste, is a fixture of the auction house scene. However, their unusually late appearance at this particular auction raises some questions. This is also the one who was nervous, right? The nervous one who appeared particularly late this time, unusually late this time, and who frequently bids. Probably frequently bids low amounts. Always focus on the most precious of pieces. Could be anything, though. I'm gonna try going for the nervous guy. Much seems off here. It's probably not the scapegoat. Okay. So I should just have gone for, what, the low frequency? Then again, that's a famous person. I assume they'd go, the scapegoat would be someone who's, again, more discreet. So, discreet collector, I guess. Fine.
He's acting strange, and there's something off with his attire. No mistake, that's our guy. His tea aficionado pin is a special color. Most likely to make it easier for Corday to keep tabs on him and the situation as a whole. Which means the two don't know each other well at all. That's something we can use to our advantage.
Once the auction is over, you all meet up outside the Hotel de Bois. Officer Edler arrives with your double agent in tow. Alright, so the thing is, since, again, they don't know each other, we could tell them, oh, you were ratted out and stuff and things, because there's not any trust. After checking the list of auction participants, you're able to confirm his identity. Turns out to be an ordinary clerk who ran into some financial trouble. Perhaps desperation was what drove him to take such a risk. After exchanging information and a brief discussion, you settle on a bold and daring plan.
Wow, I can't believe I won the bid for this antique painted vase. Should be a wonderful addition to my home decor.
Did you see those tea sets from Chenyu Vale? People were bidding on them left and right. My goodness, those final numbers. Far too high for my pocketbook.
Yeah, that is what we knew would be expensive.
This was not how it was meant to go. Where did those two come from?
Whatever your employer is offering you, the Maison Gardiennage will double it.
You?
Me, yes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Is that so? Well, you might be interested to know that this hitman over here is also on a need-to-know basis.
Oh,
if the
fun.
person wearing the blue pin loses their bid, find somewhere secluded and eliminate them. All he can do is follow orders, I suppose.
Eliminate?
You lucked out, kid. Getting cornered by the law just saved your life.
Yes. Totally not someone we hired, I would assume.
No, this can't be happening. The boss said that even if I got sent to the fortress of Meropide, all I had to do was keep my mouth shut, and he would find a way to get me out. And he even paid me $3 million in advance. On that alone, I could get my wife the best medicine, help her hang on for a few more years. But then, one auction goes wrong. Just one. And what? He's afraid I'm gonna talk? So now I'm just collateral damage?
Yup.
You're risking your
Totally,
life to do
this is
this
not a
guy's dirty
bluff.
work and pad his pockets
Totally
with
not a
even more
bluff.
cash. Compared to what he's making, what you get in return are nothing but the scraps.
I've got at least 70 people just like you locked up in the Maison Gardiennage. Need them to tell you where this ends?
No need. I'm guessing you're offering me a way out. What do you need me to do, officer?
All you need to do is arrange a meeting with your boss and have a little chat.
My boss, he's extremely careful about that kind of thing. I've only met him 3 times, to pick up the advance, to go over the plan, and to get the funds for the auction. The best I can do is take you to the place I'm supposed to deliver the goods. There's a certain method I can use to get in contact with him in case of emergencies.
All right then. But first, we need to search your home for evidence related to the case.
Well, there we go. That's our lead.
Phew! Mission accomplished. You managed to get through to him so fast, Yelan. Paimon almost couldn't believe it.
Well, he was already nervous and uncertain. All it took was a sincere negotiation. Once I laid his interests out on the table, it didn't take much for him to realize he stands to gain more with us than his boss. Plus, we had some very convincing performances to help seal the deal. Especially you, officer. You make an excellent hitman.
What? It was a bluff. I never would have known.
Well, it's been a while since I've gotten to tap into a villain like that. Thought I could have pushed it a little more, honestly.
Are you kidding? Paimon felt like she was face to face with one of our bad guys of the week.
If you needed a side hustle, you could always become a part-time actor.
Well, what's next, Yelan? Want me to go after Corday or Dodamani?
The Sumeru authorities have Dodamani covered. They're just waiting on our signal, and they'll nab him once he makes it back to Beta Harbor. The Millilith are pursuing Scamface, so that just leaves Corday.
Really an international investigation going on here.
We don't want him to tip anyone off.
You got it. I love it when a plan comes together like this.
All right then. We'll reconvene 12 hours from now, when our new double agent will lead us into the Lion's Den. It's time for the dark financier to face the music.
Alright, one final time skip left, I guess. Let me step away a little bit, just in case the time skip does the thingy. There we go. Oh, no dialogue or anything? Okay. Normally Paimon speaks to me after a time skip. Well, let's get moving. And finish this.
All right, this is where the boss told me to bring the goods. This area is full of apartments and warehouses for rent. The Maison Gardiennage came through not too long ago to keep trouble off the streets. I guess boss thinks it's safer to operate right under their noses. Now, to arrange an emergency meeting, we need to activate a series of mechanisms to send him a signal. But to tell you the truth, I have no idea how to activate them. The only hint boss gave was that the code had something to do with colors. Maybe he was planning to give me more information after the auction, but that plan fell through, obviously.
Paimon was hoping it would be smooth sailing at this point. But no, of course.
Is it ever smooth sailing, though? Is it ever?
Well, after all the investigating it took us to get this far, figuring out what to do with these mechanisms should be a piece of cake.
Alright, let's get to work.
If all goes to plan, this should be the last phase of the investigation. It's a shame, I know. But all good things must come to an end.
No time to waste, I'm ready.
Alright, then let's see those detective skills in action.
Master detective skills, please, and thank you. Your investigation begins with the scapegoat. Okay, let's see what we got. Also, hi, Annie Kane. Annie Kane? Annie Kane? I'm not sure. Annie Kane? I don't know how to say it. I'm just gonna say Annie. Hello, how am I doing? I'm doing quite well. I'm really cutting it close with this event, because this event is stopping in like a few hours, and I just started it today. But at least it's a short event, so who cares about cutting it close, right? An urgent message left for the scapegoat by the dark financier. With the only hint being that the code has something to do with colors. Comparing the image with the current state of the area should give you enough to lure the enemy into a trap. Colors, huh? There we go. Tea leaves from Chenyu Vale too. Looks like leftover goods from the transaction. Let's continue. There we go. Passing through some streams and just saw yours. Is my accent that noticeable? It's definitely not as noticeable as it used to be, but it is clear to tell, I think, still that I am not a native speaker. So yeah, the accent is a German accent because I am from Germany. Indeed, that I am. Oh boy, big shocker. How about you?
Oh, something happened here. The pretty lotus turned into something else.
Continue collecting evidence. Anything about the stuff here? Yes.
The image shows a pot of Sumeru rose. It wasn't Dodamani, a Sumeru native. Something's fishy here.
Continue. I am not sure. I don't think I can really guess without anything to go off of. There it is. Based on the image, there should have been a marker here. The color signal is clear as day. If I can guess you have any fall. Okay, let me figure it out. Is it also pretty late for you? Just figuring out if you're like in the European area. Because it would help to know like anything. I mean, I could do a broad guess like the US, but I'm not so sure. Because I have basically nothing to go on. Annie. Just name the countries, alright. Your English does seem pretty good. One could assume it's possible that you are a native speaker in that case. In which case that would obviously call into the possibility of like it could be the US, which is a wide guess and that could definitely be possible. Other than that, maybe the UK is possible. I could see that. That would also put you in a similar time zone, which I'm not sure if you're one of the people who's willing to watch stuff around midnight. Not from UK also. Okay, those are out. It's really hard to tell. If I knew how to pronounce the that latter part of your name, that might help. If it's Kane, like the Japanese word for money, then I could guess over there, but I'm not sure how confident I'd feel about that guess. Because shouldn't it be very early morning over there? I'm not sure if you'd be watching live streams at that time, so I don't think I should make that guess. I mean, I guess there's also Australia. That's an option. Again, I'm going for the English-speaking countries because those are the most straightforward guesses, because I have no other clues. Because your English does seem pretty good. Now, obviously, just because you're from an English-speaking country wouldn't mean that your English is good, and the other way around. I got it? Okay, I did get it. An Aussie! There we go, we have an Aussie. Had to think a little bit, but figures that when you're conversing in English, English-speaking countries are the most straightforward guess. Thank you for the follow, I do appreciate it, I really do. Happy to have you on board. Happy to have you on board. So, I assume since you were randomly going through through streams, presumably Genshin streams, that you're also a long-time Genshin player, probably. How long have you been playing the game for? Any favorite characters? Anything that you like or dislike about the game that you want to share? Not a long time. I've been playing the game for a long... I haven't been playing the game since release, but I think I started playing like around the time, a little bit after Dragonspine was added, I think, was when I started playing. So when it was still just 2 nations. Which is pretty early on in the game's lifespan, I will admit. Alright, let's complete evidence collection here. So red and blue. There we go. Yep. Turn that red, turn the other one blue. A lot has happened in the game since then.
All right.
Imagine.
The mechanisms have been activated.
Imagine playing the game when it was just Mondstadt and Liyue and nothing else.
Now, all we have to do is wait for our target to take the bait.
That sure was a time.
You know what? For some strange reason, Paimon's not nervous at all.
Where you get from? Oh, self-made. Yeah, I am going... My channel is entirely low budget. By low budget, I mean no budget except for paying for games that I play on the channel. So basically everything that I have, I threw together. Like, my model and stuff like the banner, which is very unimpressive, but it grows, okay? The banner is slowly growing, because it expands with every new game I play, essentially. Every new IP that gets added. But it is very simplistic, everything over here. Because I invest, like, nothing. But hey, thank you for noticing. Alright, here we go. It's time for the meeting.
My dear Monsieur Diderot, here to make excuses for your complete failure at the auction? Or to fish for a bigger cut? Accidents happen, of course. What I care about is whether you have the spine to deal with the consequences.
So you do believe in consequences. Seems a bit ironic, coming from the likes of you.
Oh? A
Hello
trap,
there.
I presume. I've set a
And there he
fair share
goes.
of those myself. I suppose it's about time I stumbled into one set by someone else.
Aren't you going for a new one, like banner or screen, etc.? Well, I mean, I could invest in stuff, but I kind of like the fact that everything over here is self-made. Yeah, it means the quality is a little bit lower on everything, but I don't know. On top of it being cheaper, it has a certain charm to it. At least that's what I believe. Not really sure.
No matter. Sometimes you take a chance on someone who turns out to be a disappointment. It's happened before. It's not easy to earn the dark financier Rovere Pelliccia's respect, but I must say, you 3 detectives are a force to be reckoned with. I suppose congratulations are in order. 6 months of planning and execution was all it took to take down a Mora laundering organization decades in the making.
I mean, I'm just that good at
After
detective
handing
work,
it
I
to
guess.
the Fontaine and Liyue authorities, your operation really has been a roaring success.
What do I do for a living? I'm actually not sure if I want to share that, because I haven't shared it up until now. Nobody in my community knows so far, and I'm not sure if I'm willing to share it at this point. So I think I'll keep it under wraps for now. Maybe I'll share it in the future, but that day isn't today, I think. I'm sorry.
Why is the Dark Financier so
Not really any reason.
polite? Not the kind of crime boss
Not really
Grandma
any
was
reason for keeping it
expecting.
under wraps. Same thing with my age. That's another thing that I have no reason to keep secretive, but haven't really shared. The only thing people do know that leads to anything age-wise is my birthday, which is, funnily enough, a very binary number consisting of only ones and zeros, the 1st of October. You'll love to see it. Is by any chance? Ooh. This is the point where I admit that I am not very active on most social medias. I have no X or formerly Twitter, no Instagram, no Facebook, no... what other popular social media outlets are there? Yeah, but I have almost no social media presence outside of streaming. And I guess, outside of streaming and Discord, I guess. I am very, very, a very, very hard to reach person. Anyway, you better come quietly.
Oh, do be
You're on a grind,
you thought
I guess.
You'd corner me, and then what? I just surrender?
I have been cranking out the streams recently. Tomorrow I'm finally gonna take a day off from streaming again. After having streamed daily for over a week at this point. I mean, I definitely needed these streams as a way to distract myself. Some IRL stuff went down that I don't really want to get into too much detail for, but I felt that streams were a good way to distract myself from pain.
If you want to do this the easy way, then yes. You know you're out of options.
For 2 months, I've watched you and Officer Edler dismantle my organization piece by piece. As you cut off my limbs, gouged out my eyes, deafened my ears. I was helpless to stop it.
Can't believe I'm finally gonna get a new character outfit. And I don't even have the character for that outfit.
So
Imagine
you're planning on
that.
taking us down
How
with
fun.
you, is that it? Never heard that one before.
My livelihood is in tatters, Agent Yelan. Hundreds I had working under me, hundreds. And now
I might look into you if
they're
I
either locked up
if
or
I end up
useless.
making an X account
Corday is the
or
only one
Twitter
who still has some value.
or whatever you want to call it.
My Mora laundering days are over. We both know that. And considering how your operation's been progressing, it was only a matter of time before you locked on to me. I'm usually one to quit while I'm ahead, but you see, there's only so much a man can lose before he starts to get rather angry. So,
Oh boy.
Agent Yelan,
Oh no.
even if the only score I get to settle here today is ending your precious life.
As if 4 mechs would
Well,
be enough to
that's
destroy
a
me.
high I'll ride straight to the bank.
Really, only four clockwork mechas, and you think that will end anyone?
Ah! Clockwork Mecha! Paimon takes back what she said! This isn't very polite at all!
An old military model. Bet these go for big bucks on the black market. You two have been a huge help, but this fight is mine.
Oh, do I have to control Yelan now?
Cause as it so happens, he isn't the only one who has a score to settle here. If he wants to bring on the drama, then I'm more than happy to give him a show.
Okay then. Yup, solo is Yelan. Why are they already damaged?
Game's up. Time's over. Take it easy. Gotcha.
I'm not used to fighting without a shield. I normally exclusively fight with a massive shield provided by my wonderful Zhongli. Oh. Okay, buddy.
Here comes the catch.
Oh great, more backup.
Quietly now. Gotcha.
And more backup. You really like your backup, don't you? Got him.
Unbelievable. You've bested me. Fair and square.
Any last words? Perhaps a bit too dramatic, isn't it? I'd rather not give a soapbox to a piece of scum like you.
So...
No. I think I'll say my piece instead. You can pretend to have seen the error of your ways, but it doesn't matter. Because you're going to rot in prison for the rest of your life. And every moment of every day you'll be cursing the greed that put you there. Every coin of dirty money that you've pocketed over the years is just another nail in your coffin. And all you'll be able to do is curl up in the corner of your cell like a dying animal and waste away whatever remains of your pathetic life.
You're not a detective, no. You're
What's the difference?
Some kind of demon.
What's the difference between a detective and a demon, huh?
If you knew what's
From
good
a certain
for
point
you,
of
you'd
view,
have walked
they're
away
the
from this
same.
fight. But it's too late for that now.
I know they just knocked him out, but imagine he was beheaded right then and
Months
there.
of hard work. I finally get to tick off the mission accomplished box at the end of the case file. Take this guy back to the court of Fontaine to stand trial. Don't let him try anything. With any luck, we'll get to send him off to prison before the day is out. Oh, Miss Yelan, Traveler, Paimon. As a personal thanks for all your help, you deserve half of the bonus I'm getting for this case. I will also request that the Maison Guardian
I hope some of that
extend our
bonus includes
utmost
Primo
thanks to our
Gems.
partners in Liyue.
I appreciate the sentiment, Officer Edler, but that's too kind. I was just doing my job. I can't, in good conscience, accept even a single Mora. I'll have to pass up any invitations for banquets or tea tastings as well. If you want to reward someone for going above and beyond during this operation, it should be the Traveler and Paimon.
Oh, wasn't anything special.
Wow.
Oh, by the way, Annie, since you are here, I assume you're still here, do you know if the photo event or whatever the other current event is in this game, if that's voice acted or not?
Paimon's had her
Because I
detective
usually
hat on for so
decide whether or
long,
not something is worth
analyzing all
streaming
those
based on
clues
whether or
and
not it's
trying to
voice
uncover
acted.
their schemes, that her brain hurts. But at the same time, she feels smarter than before. Maybe Paimon really does have what it takes to be a real detective.
Well, if you're interested in this line of work, we're heading to the Maison Gardiennage to get a confession out of these guys. Did you want to tag along?
You really mean it? Yes! 100% yes! Oh, is that okay, Traveler? Paimon's gonna go with Officer Edler and learn some cool new detective skills!
Paimon, look at you
Maybe they'll come in
grow.
handy someday.
Go ahead, have fun.
Alright! Then let's rendezvous outside the Palais Memonia!
Well, both our lives can get back to normal now, Traveler. After talking about it for so long, I finally have the chance to enjoy a real vacation. Mind humoring me for a bit, Traveler?
Oh? I'd be delighted. And I guess that's the end of that. Wait! There is an epilogue where we get to humor her. Let's go ahead and look at that. Yelan, hello.
What a nice night. Fresh from maritime flowers, fragrant perfume from the shop on the corner, the rich aroma of coffee beans, all blended together in the night breeze. Makes for quite the relaxing atmosphere. If only we were on a rooftop terrace somewhere, enjoying a few glasses of sparkling wine and getting pleasantly tipsy.
Hey, you're on vacation now, why not?
All right, then let's look for a place to stop. I wonder what special drinks the hidden taverns of this city offer. Oh, but first, I wanted to head to the Confrérie of CodeErr before it closes. Mind helping me pick out some perfume to go with this outfit? I also heard about the intricate timepieces, clockwork furnishings, and fine jewelry you can get around here. There should be quite a few souvenirs worth perusing.
Alright, I'm down for a shopping spree.
Well, with the most cultured traveler in all of Teyvat by my side, I should take advantage of this opportunity. I'm counting on you not to steer me wrong.
I have to admit, this was a nice event. I do like my detective stories. As a Danganronpa fan, it's clear that I do. It's in fact very obvious that a Danganronpa fan would enjoy some detective stories. And Master Detective Archives has only honed my detective skills further.
I'm satisfied. This has been a nice trip abroad. A very nice trip indeed. I wish I could take my time, maybe extend my stay a few more days. No one likes to be rushed on vacation.
Wait, I thought you were going to enjoy your time off.
It can't be helped. Duty calls. I still have to write up a formal report on the case and develop a more sophisticated cargo inspection system.
Really?
Then I'm off to the location of my next assignment, Nodcry.
Oh, I'm gonna go there soon too. That's where Paimon and I are headed next too. Yeah.
No, nothing like that. Just meeting an intelligence partner to decide on a mutually beneficial agreement going forward. And to set some boundaries. I'll fill you in later. For now, why don't we take a picture together to commemorate this exciting trip to Fontaine?
And the success of our operation.
That's right. After this, I know I can trust you to have my back, Traveler. Or should I say, Agent. I say we put the forensic imaging device to use one last time to take this picture.
Another one of those, another one of those. One can assume. I haven't checked their X account or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. There is a decent chance they're trying to sell artwork, especially since they were talking about my banner and stuff. Can't prove it, of course. So I didn't really bring it up.
Perhaps we'll cross paths in Notcry. If so, I hope this
Oh
collaboration
yeah, Gabe, do you know if the other event that's currently going on, the picture album or whatever event it is, if that's voice acted or not? Well, that's a nice photo. Keepsake photo with Yelan. So now I should be able to unlock the outfit. No, it isn't. Okay. Afterward completed. Why was there... Exclamation mark. Anyway, reward. 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 Look at all those primo gems. Look at all those primo gems. Look at all those primo gems. Very nice. The outfit is paid. Huh. Interesting. It looked like, because the outfit was like on the cover here, it looked like this would be an outfit you get from this event. Huh. I guess that's on me for making a wrong assumption then. Oh well, it happens. Let's see, how close am I to maxing out the battle pass? Very close! Alright, so tomorrow I'll max out the battle pass. Oh fun, oh fun. You would know that if you watch the program, which I never do. By the way, I just want to check, how many standard banner wishes do I have collected now? Oh! 125 standard banner wishes, huh? Plus 2 event banner wishes with 26,000 primos. Yeah, okay, I can definitely afford a few polls eventually if I do decide to do that. Of course, the question is, should I maybe do a 10 poll or 2? Because the stream is gonna be pretty short if I wrap it up here. So I feel like the least I could do is, then again, waiting with the standard banner is worth it. Because the longer you wait to do your standard banner polls, the better, because they're gonna keep adding more characters to the standard banner. At least I assume there's still gonna be more added. After all, Tainari and Diab were both only added to the standard banner later. So it's safe to assume that there's gonna be more standard banners coming to the standard banner characters coming up. So it might be worth to wait and keep saving up my polls. Especially because I think I can't even check my history, right? The history will be empty because I didn't pull in so... No, never mind. Anyway, let's check the details. List. All right. Mizuki was added, so I don't have all the standard banner 5 stars. Because Mizuki was only added, like, very recently. I think I don't have Mizuki. I'm pretty sure I don't. Let me check the character archive just to make sure.
Manthus wine.
But I think I would know if I had. If I had you. Yep. I wasn't even aware that she was added to the standard banner. I wasn't even aware she was added to that banner. That completely went over my head. Well then. So you can choose the characters you lose the 50-50 to. That does seem pretty nice. That seems super duper ultra nice. You know what? Fine, I am willing to end on like a few 10 pulls. Let's get us down to just above 100, right? Let's do 2 10 pulls. See if we get lucky. We probably won't, but there's always a chance. So why do I see gold immediately? I didn't check how high I was on pity. It might just be that I was actually 110 pull away from pity, but I was not expecting to get an immediate gold here. That was very unexpected. Imagine it's Mizuki. I want to imagine. Let's believe. I want to believe. I want to believe. No, it's a weapon. It's the Skyward Harp. Which is a new weapon, I guess. Crit rate and base attack. Increase crit damage by 20%. Okay, so crit rate, base attack, and crit damage. And hits have a 60% chance to inflict small AoE damage. That does seem like a really good bow. I mean, you always want to go for crit rate and crit damage, and this has both. So, yeah, and the added AoE certainly doesn't hurt. Alright, and I did say I wanted to get us to just above 100, so I'm doing another 10 pull. Because why not? Hello, Yao Yao. All right. That means I can push Yao Yao up a little bit further. Wait, I have something for Sucrose? Oh, right, because I can ascend you. Might as well. Also, I never claimed these, which are 2 more pulls. Yao Yao, you get more constellation. What about Inefa? Why are you still screaming at me? Because you're new, right. D-Luke is also still screaming at me because new. I guess you were new and you were new. Actually, no, for you it's the constellation thing. So 15% electro damage bonus for 10 seconds. Ah, sure. Okay.
But where are the...
Skyward Harp. Probably worth leveling up. That's probably a really good weapon to grab. Also, let me just check real quick. Anything important that I can still do in here? I mean, nothing really in here. I maxed out all of this already, obviously. To nobody's surprise. But wasn't there something else? Oh, right, I can still do all of this stuff. You can tell I never really enhance 4-star artifacts. I guess I should do this. It does give me a standard banner pull. So I definitely should do that when I have the time. Just for the extra pull. Okay. And with that, I have successfully completed the event before I ran out of time. Just 4 hours earlier. We're only 1.5 hours into the stream, though, so... I still feel like this would be a very sudden end point. Not sure if I want to end it here immediately. It's for the resort to fill some time. I could do that, I guess. I mean, there is the whole thing with the extra rewards, so... Because I think at 60% I get another reward and at 80%, so... I definitely was gonna explore the resort more in my own time. I guess there's no harm in doing a little bit of it now. Let's at least get to 2 hours before I end the stream, right? At least get to 2 hours. Because 1.5 seems a little bit too short in my mind. That's some more Pringles for Aoife. Fair enough. Let's see. Ah, great, I gotta re-equip my stuff now. There we go.
Osmanthus wine tastes.
But I already see a good target over here, so... And 3 Aurorons, 1 Aoife. Sad. Well, then again, it doesn't hurt to have your grandson unlocked.
And all the more valuable for it.
Whoops. Okay, let's grab you real quick. Let's see, where does this take me? Just to the top? Oh, also? Oh, it takes me right here where I just was. Yoink! No! I might have messed up. Good thing there's a teleport point. There we go. A lot of stuff that needs to be painted over here, but I don't see an option to do so currently. Yeah, everything here still needs to be painted. Where are the little guys when you need them? Well, it definitely seems like there's something to do over here, so... Oh, no, that's just to make mining easier. Yeah. I mean, I guess that's nice. Looked like there would have been more to it, but I guess not. How does one get a little bit of color around here? This entire passageway is so colorless. Do I start this challenge? Is that it? I guess this is what I do. Yep. Well, that works for me. The problem with this place is it's hard to tell which area of the resort you still need to explore more because, well, the resort doesn't have any subsections with the treasure collection progress. Because the resort itself already is a subsection of Natlan. I guess I can check underground a little bit. See if there's anything I might have missed over here. Oh. Oh, apparently there is.
Solidify.
By Royal.
Well, let's end this one quickly.
Shower me with
Gather.
It's just that easy. Oh, and that was the only treasure chest in this area, I guess. Unless the game is lying to me, which it might. You never know. You never know if you can trust this game. Because sometimes the treasure compass will fail to detect something unless you're like a few extra steps to the side. Which is really annoying when it happens. And the treasure compass will basically find anything and everything. Except for oculi. But those show up on the map when you're getting close. What are you laughing at? Okay, it doesn't seem like there's anything in here. Let's look over here then. Surely there's some treasure over here. Yep, there is. And I also see an oculus on the map. I appreciate the pats. Hello, treasure. Okay, what's going on over here? Oh, no. It sure is on. Can't split it evenly. A duel. Okay. And just like that, it's over. Next treasure chest. Right down here. Hello. No entry, so you say, but I really want the treasure. Very difficult duels, super difficult. Okay, fine, I guess I gotta go to these idiots. What plan? Yep, I see those treasures. Draw the attention of the guards. Got it. Last time I did this, they tried to run away with the treasure. Afterwards, I assume they're gonna try to do that again. I know how you work. Anyway, yo, it's me. Hello. Yep, there they go. They're gaining or not. You're down. A grand plan. Also, I have a subordinate now, I guess. Okay, gotta get out of there real quick so I can do this. And then I can go back in. Treasure up this way. And luckily they blow themselves up. But in doing so, provide just a slight problem. And there we go, that's the problem solved. Come on, there we go.
Unsolicited, and all the more valuable for it.
Oh, right. For gore, where to? Okay, we're going up. Limbus weeklies and dailies done. Happy to hear. Quite a nice stroll we're having here. But where are we strolling to? To a regular treasure chest. Boring. Let's go back over here. Use the compass again. No, still nothing. Okay, I think we might have found all treasure in this area then. The compass is not reacting here anymore. Let's just take a few more steps in this direction to play it safe. Because again, sometimes it's hard to trust the compass. It's easy to just like completely misjudge its range. Okay, but doesn't look like there's anything over here. Let's check the surface of this island again. Maybe there's something over here.
Right.
No. The surface looks clean. Ah! Wait, but that's not over here. I think it's faster to go here. Okay, but the fact that it detected something all the way over on another island, rather than, you know, where I actually was, definitely leads me to believe that, yeah, that one island should be pretty cleared. Probably. Ah, match your outfit. Got it. Okay, more treasure. Ah, that's gonna be a fight. Oh, and it's two of them.
The show begins. Dumpty dumpty go. Boing boing boom.
As you wish. Solidify.
Yoo-hoo! Ah.
Gather.
By royal decree.
One man's stone.
Getting one piece of treasure after another. Well, let's actually go back over here, because I think there's still some stuff I can do here. Okay, that's just me checking out everything. It is just an information board. Anyway, I guess I should still try to color everything in where I can. Because why wouldn't I? Yep, it is Splatoon. And I mean, there is kind of like a co-op Splatoon minigame that they also added, but there's no competitive Splatooning here. How tragic. Oh. Okay, this is new. And I have yellow. Okay, just... there we go. Green. Green. Yellow, yellow. Yellow. Green, green, green. Reload. Don't need green. Yellow. I said yellow. There we go. Green and green. Yellow. There we go.
One man's stone is another.
So many little mini games over here that I have not checked out in the slightest yet. What do we have here? Oh, a combat challenge. Okay.
Order guide you. Stabilize.
Okay, back up. At least these combat challenges are usually pretty easy in terms of how much time they give you.
Solidify.
And that's with me not even playing that aggressively.
Unsolicited, and all the more valuable for it.
Give me... And let's go for the one over here too. There we go. And while I am here, might as well do my painting thing again. Gotta do the Splatoon. There we go. Not really any reason as to why I should be doing this. Doesn't seem like I get any rewards for it, but... it makes everything look a bit more complete when there's color added. I highly doubt this counts towards actual area completion. I highly doubt it. I mean, logically speaking, why should it? I'm still missing purple in terms of colors. Okay, another challenge. I wanted to start challenge. There we go. Oh, hello. Okay, I think I'm supposed to... No, I am supposed to do it like this. Okay. Go back, go back, go back. I keep overshooting. That's not good. There we go. Again. Come on. Yeah, I'm gonna have to redo that one. Might actually be easier to do it. Oh yeah! I'm supposed to bounce on them. No wonder that didn't work before. No wonder I ran out of time. Because you have to play an actual character in order to bounce, apparently. Excuse me. Excuse me. There we go. And that's another treasure.
One man's stone is another man's gem.
Crumble!
The show begins!
Aha! There's our next target. Quite a few oculi over here. This is the last area, so you can now max out the statues of the 7, right? In Natlan. That should be doable now. Is that thing bothering you? Nope. You never know when something might be an optional little side quest thingy to get some more rewards. Also, no, you do not like it, Orang. Sad. No Orang for you then. Anyway, I can color these things, so there we go. Same for these balloons. Okay, that's the map again. I do not need the map. That's the stage. That is missing some color. Orange on orange definitely works best. Let's see, anything over here? Yup. Treasure located. Let's get right to it. Also, is that in range? It sure is, apparently. That's another challenge I need to do. No problem. Will do in a second. And I think then we should be good to slowly wrap things up. Again, I'm mainly doing this just so we can hit at least 2 hours today. Don't worry, you'll get longer streams to compensate. I mean, let's face it, next week's Last Defense Academy stream will probably be super long because... I mean, it's gonna be the finale. And by finale, I mean the first ending I'll reach. I'm not sure how many more I'll go for live. Maybe I'll try to go for full completion. You never know when it comes to me. Alright. What do we have here? Like pyroparticles. Can do. And it was that easy. Alright, let's check over here. Because I might as well. I mean, if the game is kind enough to take me directly to more treasure, it would be rude not to go for it. Oh? And there's a treasure chest down there too, apparently. Let's do this challenge and then grab the other treasure chest as well. You really want me to indwell that one? No? I need to go up top? No? What do you need me to do here? Oh. Oh, we're just moving. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. I see now. It makes more sense when you can see your target. Well, I certainly missed out on the first batch of fish. I'm not sure if I can still do it. Yeah. Well, I did not know where I was supposed to look. Oh, great, and you just dropped me. Well, that seems very safe. Sure, just drop people the second they lose. Why wouldn't you just drop someone? Let's at least grab the treasure chest over here, since that one's already unlocked. Apparently. And where's that Oculus I see on the map? Oh, there it is. Whoa. Okay, and with that, I feel like we're good. So we got a little bit of extra progress in. How's my thingy? No. I'll get that 1 extra %. I'll get that 1 extra % now. You can't tell me I'm 1% away from getting the Primo Gem bonus. And I would have gotten it too, if not for that stupid challenge up there tricking me. I shall have my revenge. Mark my words, vengeance will be mine. I'm back. And this time, I'm here to win. Because now I know what I have to do. I mean, I almost had it the last time. And now I'm going into the second half of 15 fish painted already. But apparently I can still mess stuff up, it seems. There we go. And that seems to be enough. Yep. 100 more Primo Gems, and with that we've reached a good stopping point, I think. That's another 5 extra Primo Gems. And that's another 20. There we go. So, how about we go and look for someone to raid now? Seems good to me. How about you? Does it seem good to you? I sure hope it seems good to you. Because that's what we're doing. So, let's see who it's gonna be. We could raid Lyra again, but I'm not sure how much longer Lyra will stream, because I'm pretty sure she went live before I went live, so how about not that? Ooh, you know what? Cersei is someone we haven't seen in a while, I think. Yeah, I don't think we've seen Cersei in forever. Plus, she's on her starting soon screen currently, so we would be coming in right at the start of the stream. Which I think, I mean, you can't make it much more perfect than that. So sure, you know what? Let's check Cersei out again. Playing Date Everything. I've heard good things about this game. So let's head on over. Boom. Alright everyone, thank you so much for joining me. Next stream will be on Tuesday, so that's tomorrow me taking a day off. Then you'll get your 2 more Minecraft streams this week, then another day off, and then the Friday stream will actually be delayed. I posted about it on Discord, but for anyone who's not aware, yes, my FNF stream this coming week will be pushed back. Expect at least an hour of delay in terms of start time. So I'm sorry about those news. Hope it won't bother you too much. I could have also just cancelled the stream, but I felt like, nah. If I can stream, I will stream, even if it has to be over an hour late. But we'll get there when we get there. There's still 2 streams in between now and then. In any event, thank you so much for joining me, and hopefully I'll see you around another time. Until then, have a good one and goodbye. Bye, everyone. And of course, if you're watching this after it's been uploaded to YouTube as a VOD, you should know the drill. Your support has been greatly appreciated. And if you want to join me live in the future, you can. Simply check the description down below for a link to my Twitch. I stream there every single Friday and Saturday, sometimes other days of the week too, on a bit more of an irregular basis. If you like Genshin, I usually stream sometime after a new update comes out to check the new voice-acted content. And my usual streams are a bit longer than this. I usually stream for about 3 hours, not 2. Usually a bit over 3, and for some games even over 4. In any event, this is where I wrap things up, so thank you so much for joining me, and maybe I will see you around in the future. Until then, though, have a good one, and goodbye.